Now let me share with you and welcome to the stage Stephen Ludlow, SVP of Engineering for our IT Operation Management. Stephen.
Good morning, boss.
Welcome.
How are you?
Tell me a little bit what we're going to be looking at.
Sure. So the IT help desk has been something in every corporation for years and years and years. And that IT help desk has been managing the inbound tickets and requests that have happened, and more trying to make it self-serve within the organization as well, so they don't have to actually open up tickets, they can go in and serve themselves. Some really smart customers have gone out and figured out that what's in IT service management works really well for inbound requests from legal, from facilities, from HR, and there are a bunch of help desks that are inside every corporation. So this idea of a corporate help desk or a one-stop shop for being able to access all the different services in your organization is what I want to show today.
And all data in one place.
All data in one place. And so I'm going to run through really quickly, where we started, an IT situation. Then I'm going to go to a custom situation based on facilities, and then we're also introducing at the conference the availability of our HR module for service management, and that has pre-built workflows for a whole bunch of things that would typically happen in HR as well. So that's what I'm going to show today. So we're doing this from the perspective of financial services. So financial services organization created their own initial portal to come in and interact with all the information. So the best laid plans of IT or whoever sets that up is always there. It's beautiful. It's ready to go. And users don't want to read the manual. They want to just get on with it and ask a question. And that's the second cool thing I really want to show you. I want to show you how people are actually interacting with the information these days. They just want to ask a question. So I'm going to come in and ask a really simple question. How do I connect to the VPN? Make sure that I can go into the VPN. And I'm asking Aviator now, how do I connect to the VPN? I keep getting authentication errors. And just to prove that today's demo is live, we wait for Aviator to come back with a response. So it's coming back with a response, hope everybody can see it, that says you're having problems with VPN. We happen to notice that you're coming in from a Mac. You have a Mac. So the best thing you can do is here's the instructions for going in and using your VPN. And I actually want to continue to have that conversation. And so if I ask it, how do I register? You were talking about NetIQ 10 seconds ago. Yeah. How do I register with NetIQ with my Mac? And again, I get a response back from Aviator, and as Aviator thinks its way through, what you'll see here is it's actually provided a more detailed response. And the thing that I think is really cool about this is if I look underneath this and it shows me my sources, where did it get the information as well? What you're showing is that from this, there was a question asked a little while ago, and that question was, how do I register my, so that came in earlier. So what you're seeing is Aviator knows that the information has been available. Somebody has answered that question before. Aviator is available to use just that answer, not from the model, not from the internet, but from your information in your organization, is able to answer the question very specific to your users. So really quick use case number one. Use case number two, facilities. So again, I'll go in and ask Aviator a new question. Really simple, I'm going to a new branch and I want to make sure that I can actually get in with my badge. So I'm going to ask a question of Aviator. I'll be traveling to a new branch in Waterloo. I need access to the site. And again, contextualizing what's happening here, as I get this answer, what it's showing me is to get additional access. Once approved, your badge will automatically be enabled. You have the ability to do this. What you need to do is there is a service that we've created. It's just a very light workflow that says, show me your badge, go through it. It knows all about it and knows how to answer this. So it's aware of the services that you create. And not only is it aware of the services you create, gives you the right form and pre-fills in the information. In this example, I'm going to Waterloo. It knows who I am, so it knows my badge number, and I'm able to actually work directly from the form that it gave me. Self-serve, no tickets being created. This is automated in the background.
This is helping take a process that would take 30 minutes to a minute.
It's done, literally, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Use case number three. Use case number three is a very typical HR one, right? So within the HR, they've got a process. If you need a passport very quickly due to the fact that you're traveling, expedited way of getting a passport. So again, I'm going to come in and start really simple as usual. Wrong question. backspace. Right question. I need to renew my passport. So when I want to renew my passport, it's going to evaluate my question is, determine is there a service available or a service catalog, in other words, forms and workflow associated. It knows this, and in fact is able to provide the information. Not only should I request this e-letter, it also gives me how I should do it. So it gives me the form to fill in, gives me the form, and I can come in and say I need to be traveling, I need it expedited, and I can kick off the workflow. Now, in the background, because we know that this is a passport activity and it's got PII in it, so personally identifiable information, we don't want that information flowing all over the place. So I'm going to show you another cool thing about this is an integration into Core for SuccessFactors in the background. So Core for SuccessFactors is integrated again with SuccessFactors for many of our SAP customers. Core for SuccessFactors is integrated in here as well, and we're using it for the underlying document capabilities. As I go through this workflow that has been kicked off, a couple of cool things that are very interesting. The entire conversation that I've actually had with the AI is showing up in here as well. So from an audit perspective, you actually at a ticket level can go in and see the conversation that you've actually had with the AI. So you know, there's no wondering what happened in the background, and that could be very important later on. All right, so as I come through here, it's actually told me to upload the document, so I can come in now and integrate it into this
Core
application.
content.
We have core content, and so I can go into identity, and
That's a great example of zero copy data.
well,
Your data is safe in one place.
one moment, please, because I'm actually going to show that even better. So I'm just going to drag and drop in my passport photo now. So finalizing, adding in my passport photo. And zero copy, a really good point for this is the inbound request that has been created for somebody to review the passport information and make sure the letter can be created.
Yep.
So associated to that, this is the general information. I can see what's going on. I can come down here, click on related documents, and if I were to, in fact, refresh this, everybody pauses and hopes that the demo still works as we hope for this. As we come in and look at the information, what we're going to see is that same passport document that is now available
In core content.
from core content, core from SuccessFactors, inside my service management application, one copy of that, the same sort of integration that we have with SAP, with Salesforce, et cetera. Louis, do I have time for one more cool thing?
Sure.
Okay, so I just mentioned that we're integrated with SAP for SuccessFactors, right? So if I come back now to Core and Aviator, okay, do you know what your employee ID is? Do you know what your cost center is? Because I don't know what my cost center is either. So that integration of being able to query back on the information that's actually in SuccessFactors is possible as well. So if I come in and actually type out now, what is my cost center? It's able to go back, query the information that's in SuccessFactors and provide back my cost center, something you don't usually know. And by the way, if I had asked what Mui's cost center is, he wouldn't have given it to me because I'm not allowed to use that cost center. But thanks for the security, is you wouldn't be able to get your cost center as well. So really good examples, Mui, of all the things you can do now, taking service management beyond IT and taking it to the entire corporation in lots of different ways.
You showed multi-cloud integration, SuccessFactor core content. You showed core content embedded in SMAX, our service management. Great demo.
That just happened.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Great
Louis.
demo,
Thank you very much.
Thank you
everybody.
so much.